we are in Mendoza in Argentina with a Malbec, which is what you would expect to get from there. And I'm super excited about this wine for a couple of reasons. We are, I believe, one of the first people to have it in the US. I haven't really seen it around. Selección de la Viña just got it in a couple months ago. So the producer, I think, has been around for a bit, or at least maybe this is just like a new project that he's launched. Yeah, they've had it, surprisingly, they've had it in Europe for longer than us when we're a little bit closer in the US. Anyways, so I love to balance the club as much as I can with stuff that is like a little bit crazy, like we had Varietal this month, as well as stuff that is, I think I call them like stealth natural wines. I don't even know that I would put this one fully in the stealth category. I don't think it goes, well, actually, let's not get ahead of ourselves. So yeah, let's just decipher it first and then talk about that. So the guy's name is Riccitelli, Matías Riccitelli. So I assume he comes from an Italian family that moved to Argentina. They do a lot of different styles of Malbec, and I believe they also have like a Torontes. Is it Torontes? Yeah, which would be, again, the one you would exactly guess if you know anything about winemaking in Mendoza. Alcohol is higher-ish on it, it's 14%. And yeah, that's all I'm going to say for now, because otherwise I'm going to give stuff away. So on the nose, it smells like a Malbec. It smells like you're taking your WSET exam and you would initially put this into your groups of potentials. It smells deeper. It's got this like plum. It's got these dark cherries. It's got a little bit of the oak characteristics that you'd be thinking about, like vanilla, some cinnamon. I think I might get more cinnamon on the bottom. Let's see. Oh man, I guess real deep down here. Yeah, it is. It is Malbec, which is lovely because there's a lot of things like you'll see when I'm doing the pairings. I'm sorry, again, I make it ahead of myself, but it's tough. Sometimes you need something with structure. So it smells like a Malbec, and that it has all those things I just talked about. It's nothing crazy. It's not like, I think it's been aged for 12 months in French oak, but it's also young. It is, what's the vintage on this? 2020, yeah. So I think you could probably lay this down for like a couple of years and it would develop even more. Like I have all the faith that this is going to be way better. Not that it's not great now, but like way better in a year or two. Something else to also think about. If you're enjoying it, maybe grab a couple more and sell them away. So on the palate, oh man, there it is. There's the bite. There's the tannin. It's not that often in natural wines that we're actually getting that grip. So it's really satisfying when you do get it. It's honestly not the most satisfying when I'm literally just drinking it and don't have food, but I just love to have these as options because it's really frustrating when I want to have, you know, steak or brisket or something that's heavier and I don't have something to match it. So this doesn't need to be your like everyday, like, oh, let's check out my crazy natural wine. This is great because it tastes delicious. It is made naturally, and it's still going to go with all the foods that you want to eat, but you don't normally get to. So I already did pairing, so let me go back to what it tastes like, and then we'll just end there. All right. So yeah, it just kind of hits the spot. Takes you a second to talk though, because that tannin, oh, it's so perfect for a steak. I can't wait to put this with like a fillet. So dark fruits that we talked about are there, the cherry, the plums, blackberries. I would say it's a little smoky, not super smoky. I think if you let it sit for longer, it's going to probably develop more of a smokiness to it. A little, again, also the same deal with tobacco. Like I'm seeing hints of it, but it's not quite fully developed there yet. What I am getting more of is like herbaceousness, like the cinnamon, which I talked about before, which is I think more of like a baking spice, but and also a little bit of clove. But then, yeah, this is actually a lot more complex than I was initially expecting. I'm getting a lot more on the palate than I was getting on the nose, which I find funny. But yeah, tasty, like what you want Malbec to be if you're expecting it to actually drink like a regular Malbec. Obviously, in natural wine, we throw a lot of random Malbecs at you that you'd never know are Malbec. But I love this one, and I'm so excited to have this as a good new option for, I don't know, maybe I should create a section that's like meat wines. Obviously, it could be, you know, okay with other stuff, but like I feel like that's just what Malbec's made for. It's just made for that. So I'm not going to give you other options if you're vegetarian. I'm sorry. No, I'm just kidding. I'm sure there's something, but it's not going to be quite as good. So I hope you enjoy.